Now that more and more children are being diagnosed with autism, schools need to have training for teachers. And it's not even a question of do you want to mainstream your children? My sister's special needs, so that there came a point where she did have to go, her special needs school only went to 6th grade or something, and then she had to be mainstreamed, and my mother was terrified. She thought she was going to get bullied, people wouldn't understand her. Luckily, my sister went to an amazing school where the students, they had student training. So they told even the students, this person, you know, is this way, and, you know, every period she had somebody walk her to her locker, and she had she was just really supported in that school. But you see other schools that don't have that training, whether it's student training or teacher training, and it can be a nightmare. And there's pros and cons to integration and special needs schools. Because in special needs schools, you can be treated like you're in a bubble.
Yes,
and
that's what the
but the teachers are amazing.
Of
the
course.
teachers are trained. You get one-on-one experience. I mean, education. If the child has a question or is having trouble learning, you know that support is there.
And also,
but that's not life.
Every child is an individual, and I mean, they may have special needs or disabilities, but they're still an individual. And I mean, for your sister. Hopefully your sister got the support that she needed, but that might not be the same as what another child needs.
But every situation is unique, though, isn't it, Kay? I mean, not just the child, but each school, each set of teachers, even the classmates that you can be put with. If you're fortunate enough to be in a school, one of my close friends, her son is autistic, and she fought really hard actually for him to go to a mainstream school that streamed children with special needs and different needs, because exactly what you said. She didn't want him to grow up in a bubble because life isn't like that. And when he gets to a point where he's a teenager and he is moving on, he needed to have some sort of life experience.
That you said there that I think really struck, is she fought really hard, and that's often what happens. The parent in these situations usually has to fight really hard to get what they think is the best thing for the child. And you were saying that your mum clearly...
Yeah, my mother was a huge advocate for my sister. She became a special needs education teacher and was at the school every day for one reason or another. Why isn't Lisa doing this? And why isn't Lisa wants to be in basketball, she should be able to be in basketball. And why can't... And a lot of parents don't know that you can do that. You can advocate for your child, and you should advocate for your child.
Well, I mean, what... I mean, do you mind just asking a bit more about your sister? I mean, you know...
She was amazing. She is amazing. She just turned 50. She's the light of our life. She's so funny. She has like no filter. So she always tells the truth. When I introduced her to my husband, when he was my boyfriend, I said, "Lisa, this is my boyfriend, Pepe," and she goes, "Ugh, another one." I know the feeling. Yeah, I was like, okay, let's go. We gotta go. Like pushing my boyfriend away. She's like, oh,
but she has Down syndrome, is that right?
She doesn't have Down syndrome, but she was born a preemie, so she does have mental disability. But she's very similar to Down syndrome. But Down syndrome is an actual chromosomal problem. But she
similar challenges.
Very similar. She has about a 4th or 5th grade level, and it just caps out at there. Unlike autistic children, where if they reach their full potential, they can be fully independent. They can have a job. They can have a really, really strong life, and it all depends on their schooling and how you tap into that potential.
But how was it for you growing up then in that situation? Because clearly, you're one of 4, aren't you? So I mean, your mum's a busy woman anyway.
My mother's an angel. She
and a lot of energy.
Raised 4 girls, one with special needs, and had a full-time job, and then she always had dinner.
And trained to be a special needs teacher.
Yeah, special needs teacher, and then she had dinner on the table every day at 6 p.m. I mean, it was just. I always look back, and that's why I think I do so much, because I go, how did she do it all? But she was amazing.
Was that hard for you? I mean, did you get the attention that you wanted and needed then? Because that's often the problem, isn't it, for siblings?
Yeah, you know what's so funny? I actually had, I was reading a book one time, and because I'm super independent, I'm super energetic, and they say in life, when as a sibling of a special needs person, or as a sibling of somebody who had a sibling with cancer, or like anytime there's a sick sibling, often other children feel left out, and they make 2 choices. They either go, poor me, and I want more attention, or they go, okay, and they self-love. And so I think that's what happened to me, is I was just like, all right, mom's busy. I'm going to go and do this other thing. And I'm amazing.
But you know what's made you
you have to be
staff.
careful. I remember, I work with a lot of children with cancer, and we do sibling workshops, and sometimes the siblings go, I wish I had cancer, because they see all the attention on the child with cancer, and you go, no, darling, you don't want that, but that's what they see. So it's definitely
and you can understand
hard
that
for
thought
siblings
process for
sometimes.
someone who's so young.
Yeah.
And
But the other thing is, my sister's the oldest. She's the oldest of 4 girls, and I'm the baby. So I was born into her world. Like, I know no other way, as opposed to being the oldest, and then somebody comes along and takes all the attention away. So it's very different for me. But my family was amazing, and she's just hilarious.
For more Loose Women action, click here. And I'd subscribe if I were you. It's totally free, and it means you'll be kept up to date with new videos and exclusive YouTube content.